And we have celebrated the Moja Unity. We have celebrated Kuji Chakalia. Yesterday we celebrated Ujamaa, which is collective work and responsibility. Today we celebrate Ujamaa. Ujamaa. People love to put their body into Ujamaa. Ujamaa. I like to say Ujamaa. When you go to most big Kwanzaas, they love Ujamaa. They do it. They get into Ujamaa. And so today is Ujamaa, which is cooperative economics. And one of the things that I want to say is that, Kwanzaa is designed to bring us together, not to tear us apart. And what this Kwanzaa is reminding us of is how much work we still have to do as a family. How much work on understanding each other. How much work on respecting each other. Amen. How much work on coming to agreements, sharing. There's so much still. How much work we got to do to control our emotions. Yeah. It's just a reminder that we still got a lot of work to do. That if Kwanzaa had just been going smoothly and all this was still underneath the surface, it would be fake. Wouldn't have came out. The fact that it's coming out gives us all times to do what, you guys? Correct. To heal and to solve it, right? Remember what we learned yesterday? That we make other people's problems our problems. And we solve them together. So it's a reminder that we have work to do. Lots of work to do. Lots of work to do. But it's a good reminder. I came in here thinking I had other issues. I had no idea that we had filming issues and leadership issues. All right, so we'll work on those because we want us to be able at the end of Kwanzaa to be in harmony and peace and real unity. Because we got to work through all of this. Yes,
one thing that we are blessed because God can heal all those issues.
Yes, He can.
He can take care of.
He's a big healer.
We just don't want to go.
That's why they call Him what? Jehovah Rapha.
That's right.
Jehovah Rapha. That means God of healing.
Yeah.
Jehovah Rapha. God of the healing. God of healing. And that's why there's over 32 forms of greetings of Jehovah. And Jehovah Rapha is at the top, one of the top ones. And so we always have to be seeking to be healed and to work through and work with each other. We all take responsibility for our tempers. We all take responsibility for trying to work through things. And sometimes things get out of hand, but we got to make sure they don't. All right? So we all got to take responsibility. Let's, for this day, when we do Ujamaa, we're going to start with our usual question, and then you're going to do the reading, Mama, after I do the question. Habari Gani! Put yourself in it. Habari Gani!
Ujamaa!
Habari Gani!
Ujamaa!
All right. Cooperative economics. And that is so, so important. All right, Mom, you're going to do a scripture.
Okay, the scripture from the Holy Bible.
Yes, ma'am.
The New International.
Okay.
Psalms, the 23rd Psalms. The Lord is my shepherd. He gives me everything I need. He lets me lie down in fields of green grass. He leads me beside quiet waters. He gives me new strength. He guides me in the right path for the honor of His name. Even though I walk through the darkest valleys, I will not be afraid. You are with me. Your shepherd's rod and staff comforts me. You prepare a feast before me right in front of my enemies. You pour oil on my head. My cup runneth over. I am sure that your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will live in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. May the Lord have a blessing to the reading of his word.
Amen. Amen. All right. Thank you, Mama.
To Mama?
Take the rest after.
Oh, back. Okay.
Oh, well, I love.
She was looking at me like there's still more to go. Like
All right.
I took her to grandma.
Let's do it again.
Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa. It's an African holiday. Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa. It's an African holiday. 7 principles for 7 days. It's an African holiday. Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa. It's an African holiday.
All right. So we're gonna do the libation statement. Then we're gonna light the candles. We have 4 candles to light tonight. And I wanted to, when the kids get here, I'm gonna read to them something special about kids and fathers.
We are moving on to the fourth.
Okay, wait.
They coming?
They having fun though. That's what it sounds like. They having a little meeting.
Let me teach everybody a word in Swahili. When you want to say thank you in Swahili, you say Asante Ghana.
Asante Ghana.
Asante Ghana.
Thank you.
Asante
I think
Ghana.
when I was a kid, I learned a song in Swahili, but I always thought it was Spanish, but it never made sense.
So let's thank you.
Asante,
Asante Ghana.
I thank you, Jesus. I thank you.
Asante. Okay. So Asante. So that's so when during Kwanzaa, whenever somebody says something that you appreciate, say Asante Sana.
Asante Ghana.
Sana.
Oh, Asante.
Like it's like ASANTA Asante, and then SANA. Asante Sana. And whenever you go to Kwanzaa, you're gonna hear that. People will say Asante Sana all the time. Then the other Swahili word that you do hear a lot, but you probably never know what it meant, is that you'll hear people say Ashe.
Yeah.
Ashe. Ashe. Ashe is one of the most powerful words in Swahili.
Okay, what is?
It's like almost saying amen. Ashe. It's like it's almost like and honor the elders and honor the ancestors. It's like Ashe, and it's like saying truth. It's like saying amen. Ashe. And it's spelled ASH, and then with the diphthong E. Ashe. Ashe. There you go. So that's a very powerful word. So, when you hear something during Kwanzaa, when somebody says something profound, you can say Ashe. Wow, truth. Wow, amen. Wow, ancestors like that. So Ashe is a very powerful word, and you're gonna hear it a lot. Ashe is very beautiful. And it's one of the most powerful words in Swahili. All righty. So we have done some Swahili lessons tonight. And we are into our ceremony. So let me get the candles lit by doing our libation statement first. And so everybody got their cups and you're ready. And I'm gonna go to the just definitely wear my glasses.
Oh no, I don't. I just found.
Uh-oh, I need my bowl. Ouch. What? There it goes. You see that white crystal bowl? You see it in there? They warm it. Okay, everybody ready? All righty. All right, hold your glasses up. The Tamshi Lot Tamiko. The libation statement. Everybody ready? Our fathers and mothers came here, lived, loved, struggled, and built here. At this place, their love and labor grows like the sun and gave strength and meaning to the day. For them then, who gave so much, we give in return on this same soil, we will sow our seeds and build and move in unity and strength. Because only in unity do you have strength. In this unity, there is no strength. So we always got to strive for unity, for understanding. Here too, we will continue their struggle for liberation and a higher level of human life. May our eyes be up! May our strength be up! And may the boldness of our life be like the All right now. And may we remember and honor our ancestors and the legacy they left for as long as the sun shines and the waters flow. For the people everywhere there. For the Nzinga, Shaka, Samori, and all the others known and unknown who defended our ancestral land, history, and humanity from alien invaders. For Garvey, Mohammed, Malcolm and King, Harriet, Fannie Lou, Sojourner, Bethune, and Nat Turner, and all the others who dared to define, defend, and develop our interests as a people. For our children and the fuller lives they will live because we struggle. Remember we talked about struggle this time. For Kawaida and the Nguzu Saba, the new system of values and views which gives identity, purpose, and direction to our lives. For the new world we must struggle to build. For the continuing struggle through which we will inevitably rescue and reconstruct our history and humanity in our own image and according to our own needs. Harambe! 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 All right now. So now we got to call out the names of the ancestors. Charlene Edwards.
Harambe. Harriet Tubman.
Harambe.
Marcus Garvey.
Harambe. Benjamin Banneker.
Harambe.
Harambe.
Mary McLeod Bethune.
Harambe. Frederick Douglass.
Harambe. Ephraim Hunt.
Harambe. Shirley Chisholm.
Harambe.
Adam Clayton Powell.
Harambe.
Anybody else?
The Tuskegee Airmen?
Yes. Harambe. Harambe.
Eldridge Cleaver died. Eldridge Cleaver.
No, he's still alive.
Oh, yeah? Harambe.
He might not be. You're right. I think you're right. I think you're right. He's gone. In fact, I'm sure he's gone. Elvis Cleaver. Harambe. Harambe.
Harambe.
Harambe. Anybody else?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Harambe.
Grandma said him.
Ray Charles.
Harambe. Ray Charles. Harambe.
Natalie Cole.
Harambe.
Frederick Douglass.
Harambe.
Who was it?
John Coltrane.
Ah, John Coltrane.
That's the jazz guy.
Who's the peanut butter man?
Oh, his Benjamin something, right?
Is it George
Ben-
something?
George.
Oh,
George Washington Carver.
George Washington Carver.
That's the peanut butter.
And we did, yes.
Okay.
George what?
George Washington.
George White.
Yeah, your guy was George Washington Carver. Harambe.
It reminded me of George White.
Oh, you guys are doing good tonight. That was the most we've done.
All right.
That was great.
No, I've seen
Oh,
David.
yeah. Oh, and then you usually do, I think Curtis does it, Marion Anderson.
Oh yeah, Mary Ann Anderson.
Curtis usually do his one like Curtis Ford, the other Curtis Ford.
Oh yeah, Curtis Ford.
Okay, Curtis Ford.
Harambe.
And Curtis Ford Sr.
Oh yeah, Harambe.
All three Curtis.
Obi Armand.
All three of them. OB too.
O.B. Hunt.
OB Hunt.
And also somebody we never called into the gathering, Cecil.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Harambe.
And Big Brother. Right.
Harambe.
All right. That was
General
awesome.
Washington.
Harambe.
Harambe. Amen. Amen. Glory to God. And my birthday mate, who always would call me and celebrate my birthday, my beautiful Aunt Lucy Mays.
Lisa May.
Harambe.
Right. And Harambe. That was awesome, you guys. That's the best. That's the most we've ever done. That's the most we've ever done. That's all right. Okay. Getting better. Getting strong. All right. So, cooperative economics.
Okay.
First of all, I wanted to read something before we do cooperative economics for the children. I wanted to read something about what Kwanzaa, what the book says about children. Because children are so special to Kwanzaa that they actually have a whole section on children in this book. That's how important children are. So it says, Kwanzaa is a holiday with meaning and roles for all ages, especially children. Whatever the level of comprehension and capacity for participation, children must be allowed and encouraged to participate in Kwanzaa as fully as they are able. To reduce the children to be only mere recipients of gifts is you're just duplicating Christmas, and that's not good because it's not about gift giving. Kwanzaa, by its very purpose and principles, requires the full active participation of children. The principles are especially for them, for they are our future. Therefore, unless the children learn and absorb the principles, the hope we have in them is futile or at best on shaky foundation. Children can participate in Kwanzaa in many ways. First, they should and can learn, recite, and explain the principles each day at mealtime or in a special setting. Secondly, and this is what we're about to do, they can light the candles. For each day. And this is something we haven't been doing as much. They said when you light the candles, the child is supposed to explain the principle. Say the name of the principle, which we do, and then just say what it means. Okay? Yeah. And children can help make Kwanzaa cards and other Kwanzaa items, and they can also help make and put up Kwanzaa decorations. All right. Then they got a lot in here about what the decorations can look like. I haven't really paid this attention before. Yeah. Then it says the other things that the children should do is something we're working on already, is that on the 6th day, a special performance during Kwanzaa.
Me.
Yes, that's right.
That's right there.
All right now, I can't wait till you see this Kwanzaa get down. Children are very creative at early stages and should be encouraged to maintain and develop such a capacity and interest. And Kwanzaa provides an ideal, instructive, and inspirational context for this. Then there's more. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about more of the children. There's a whole lot on here on children. But that's what I wanted to read so the children know that Kwanzaa is not just for adults. It's for children. All right, so let's light the candles. We're back to Xavier. That's right.
Anthony, can you help me?
Oh yeah. You ready? What you doing lighter?
The lighter, did you put it up?
Put it up and say.
I don't know. Did we put it back where we usually do?
Yeah, get it out.
We usually. I don't. Oh yeah.
There's so much in here on children.
That's located too.
All right, everybody
So
ready?
it's gonna go black, red, green, red.
Red, that's correct.
Red, green, red.
Yeah.
All right, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Umoja, unity.
Strive for and maintain unity.
You said green?
Thank you.
No,
No,
red.
red. Kuji
Chakalia.
Chakalia. Self-determination.
Determination.
Ujamaa. Collective
work and responsibility.
Ujamaa.
Cooperative
Cooperative
economics.
economics.
Wait,
No,
wait,
no,
this
no,
one.
no.
Oh, the
One,
new
that
one.
one.
The new one.
Yes.
Okay.
Cooperative economics.
Then we have
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Xavier say
Xavier.
what Ujamaa.
So hey,
Turn around.
Xavier, do it with me. Ujamaa. Ujamaa.
Do it.
Ujamaa. Ujamaa.
Say it.
Ujamaa. 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 There you go. Say. All right now. That was awesome. Look, you guys.
Serenity was going ham and I missed it. I missed it too. I didn't get it.
I think he was watching her.
Yeah, I was watching Xavier.
Ujamaa. 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 Okay, that's awesome. All right. So now we're gonna read it together, and let me find my version. Sometimes it's a little bit different than everybody else's, so I can bring the whole one out. Just give me a moment. Here we go. All right. So everybody ready? Ujamaa, cooperative economics, to build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together. Now, we've been talking about a business all week long. We've been talking about somebody's business all week long. So you want to read with Aisha on what this principle means to you?
Yeah, so a couple of weeks ago, Justin brought to my attention that him and Caitlyn, they have their YouTube channel, and he offered, when I'm doing hair, whether it's the kids' hair or clients, that he'll help, record, they'll help me with that, and we could put it on your YouTube channel and hopefully get something going.
Yeah. Right. And I heard that we're gonna start naming styles.
Yeah.
That you're
Get a
gonna
whole
name
name,
styles.
styles, different styles. I can give
Kick
a
out
name
the
to
style
it,
they
and
want.
I can see it and be like, yes, that's
That's
my
a-
style.
Yeah.
That is Ujamaa. That's your own business. That's the first one out. Oh, okay. Yes, Lyric. Lyric's got something to say about some Ujamaa.
Okay.
What you gotta say?
She said, "What is Ujamaa?"
Cooperative economics. That means when you work together to own a business, like a store. You know, when you go to Weiss, when you go to Target, Marshalls, any store, somebody owns that store. When you buy food from Pizza Hut, when you get food from the Chinese place, somebody owns those stores. And what Ujamaa tells us is that we ought to own stores. We ought to own our own businesses. We ought to be able to employ people. And your mom has a business because she's good at doing something that people pay big money for. That's hair.
And it's cooperative because
Yes.
I'm gonna show other people who wouldn't
We help
normally
each other.
know. So me and your mom working together, that's cooperative economics.
And just to kind of add to what they're saying, there's a lot of business out here where the kids are helped, so y'all are not too young. You can-
Right, not at all.
It's always something that y'all, can do to help out, so.
In fact, when Justin and I used to have a tradition when he was younger, that we would go to lunch together at least once a week out to the Chinese place.
Yeah.
And we were so surprised because they had a little boy. How old was he, Justin?
Yeah, we were talking about this the other day. Yeah, he was her height,
Yeah.
if that.
Right.
Really early,
Yeah.
And he was helping every time we went there. And we have literally watched him grow up to be a grown man working in that business.
That's that same old boy.
Right. I know, it's amazing. And so, and Caitlin, tell us about your business.
What's my business concept? Oh, what I was talking to you about the other day?
Yeah.
Oh, so I was in DC and we work now right across the street from a Rite Aid, and so I was going in and there was a homeless man there, and he was an elderly homeless man, and he just asked me, will I be okay today? And that
Would you be okay for what?
he
Would
said,
he
will I be okay today?
Oh.
And
Like the guy is asking her if the guy is gonna be okay.
Yeah. So I went and
Isn't that
got what I
sad?
needed, and then when I went to go get lunch, I also got something for him, some full food at the whole meal to give to him, and then I started talking to him a little bit more. I had to get back in and do some work or whatever, but just talking to him a little bit, and so he said that he's in a program, but that he got into some fight with a lady, and now, and which mental health programs do you do, because my biological mother goes through this, they withhold most of his money. Therefore, the 64-year-old man has to sit outside the Rite Aid and beg for money because they're holding the money that he's supposed to get from the government.
Who's all time out?
And so I was like,
Consequences.
it just made me think my gosh, there's so many homeless people I meet that really need services, that really need those legal services. And so he
Yes.
asked me to try to look for him, which is a whole other thing.
Look for him a what?
For a lawyer
Oh.
or someone that can help him. And so it just made me think when in to talk to Barbara to be like, I've been struggling. Do I want to go to law school? Because I don't want to be underneath the thumb of the government. I don't want to have to fill a quota. I want to actually help people. I want to actually give people justice. I don't want to have to put people in jail. You know what I mean? Or I don't want to have to not take a case just to fill some quota. But if I start my own business, my own nonprofit organization that affords homeless services to people, not just legal services, which they desperately need, but also the resource aspect that a lot of shelters don't do, and make it really people focused, then I could help a lot of people. And so that was my idea.
And Curtis has talked about businesses. He has talked about having his own lawn service before.
Oh, yeah.
And he's good with the lawn. He has talked about having his own lawn service, and frankly, Curtis and DeAnthony could do a lawn service.
Yeah.
All you would have to invest in is the little what you call it, the little carriage. So that you can put the lawnmower on it and everything else.
Okay.
And then
Oh, you're going back of the truck?
yes.
All right.
Yeah, like
And-
that's a
That would be nice too.
And you guys have, and one thing you notice, even in the worst of economic times, what have we seen in this neighborhood? And the people getting their yards done. They still get their yards done. And those people make money doing it with their blowers out here and all the rest of it. So the other thing Curtis has talked about having, now he's talked about 3 different businesses that I've heard him talk about, which means he's got this in him to do, and he has the capacity to do it. He's also talked about having his own kind of like car service, being mechanics, being able to help, work on cars. And we know that for a while, the guy next door to us, going towards Hill Rod, that he used to do cars. And we know that there's a guy that was on what? Raleigh, who did cars also.
On Burley.
On Burley, right, on Burley, who did
We
cars.
used to go looking for those men.
They used to
They
do
must
cars.
have thrown him away.
No, he probably moved. Cause that lady who used to keep the beautiful flowers, she's gone too. So they might have moved. And there's some guys down farther who I see who do cars. But anyway, so he's talked about doing cars. The other thing he's talked about is having his own kind of, and I think he's kind of left this one alone some, but his own kind of like internet, when he was still in Comcast, he talked about helping people with their, like Geek Squad, like being his own Geek Squad. But he hasn't talked about that as much, and that's because he's been away from that business for a while. But he's talked about businesses. Have you heard any others, Aisha, that I left out?
Well, I haven't heard it in a while, but he was talking about the power wash thing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
That's a good one, too.
Yeah, I've heard of that one. And I think you probably heard anyone?
Yeah, and he said that he was gonna start doing like people cars and see if we can do a business with
The detailing?
the detailing with people.
Oh, yeah, that's a good business,
That's
too.
good.
Yeah, he had a lot of things going.
Yeah, he's definitely had in mind.
Ideas that he had.
And you know what's interesting is that the power washing and the lawn service go together.
Oh yeah.
People definitely do those two.
That's the rest.
Oh, there, you got a business idea? Yes, tell
What you
us.
gonna do?
Giving kids toys that need toys.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great
You
idea.
know what?
Ashe.
You want to say it one more time, Lyric?
Giving kids toys that need them.
Ashe.
Donate toys.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
And I know, D'Anthony, you've gotten like really good with producing music. I know Justin tells me that
Yeah.
what he got paid to be mastered sounds like almost exactly like what you did for him downstairs. So and I noticed you've been helping produce other people's tracks.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do this year, cause
And get people to pay you.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna do. Start doing the but mine it was gonna be mobile. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring my studio. I bring my studio to you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, see, that's a
Right.
good
Mobile
business.
studio.
That's a
Not
great
really
That's
business.
what I'm gonna do this year.
No.
There's a lot of need for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna come to you and then I do
Yeah.
your song and mix the master, and then I give you your song and that all that in the same day. Ain't no next day, everything one day. You know what I mean? So I just call it
There's a
probably
lot of need for
give it a
that.
name, probably like an 8-hour and hit 8-hour hit or something like that. You know what I mean? Just have a
That's
that's
cool.
my goal right there. To have
I had never heard
mobile
you say that
studio.
before.
Put
That's a
people
good
in it.
idea.
You know what I'm saying? And then if you don't know how to do music, you know what I mean, I'm gonna teach you how to do it. You know what I mean? With like as far as writing it, you know what I'm saying, understanding the concept. Cause that's what I do, you know, the music part.
Right.
So if I can teach somebody else how to do it, you know, that'd be something good for me. For this year, 2019, cause I haven't did it. So
Right,
That's
no,
something that I
but
do.
we're talking about future businesses.
Right,
and
right.
I need,
So that's good
he's
for
I
me.
told Justin, I was like, he's getting really good at, because when you first got the studio, we were downstairs and stuff. just
I did
messing
know.
around,
I did
and
know.
now I know that you're like
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
so
man.
many levels
I
above
appreciate
there,
you.
so I figured that possibly you were looking at making it into a business.
Yeah, that's
And
what I'm
that's
doing.
kind of like Ujamaa. That's
Okay.
That is.
Yeah, I'm about to Ujamaa. I'm gonna Ujamaa 2019.
He's about to-
Ujamaa up.
He's about the Ujamaa.
Yeah, I'm gonna go all Ujamaa out.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And another thing, Barbara, is how when we didn't have an office, and everyone in the house helped out, and so that's
Kept TJC going.
yes, and how everyone does the mailer. So that's an example.
Oh my
Yeah, the
goodness.
mailer.
Thank
that
you,
is.
everybody. We have gotten about 10 or so responses to the mailer that we did, that Mama and Marvin and all of us did our Ujamaa together. It's a collective working responsibility. And we sent out, and we have gotten the best response early because we did it early. So we raised about $2,000 already.
Just since that time.
And we still got a lot more to come in. Because we're at the height of the season right now. So thank you guys. That was serious Ujamaa. Thank you for.
And it's going to be
doing
cooperative
that.
economics next year,
Right.
where you go away and you're teaching and working on your book and things like
Right,
that.
I'm gonna be working on the book. And one thing we talked about, Caitlin, that you didn't hear yesterday,
Yeah, I haven't watched yesterday.
when we were talking about collective work and responsibility, I said that one of the things I want to work on, because I was thinking about it, it came to me, I guess God was talking to me, and said that I should work on taking the sunroom, because it's very rarely used, and making that our home office.
I know you've talked about it for next year. Actually,
Right.
a plan in motion. That'll be good too. So then you're not at the office so late.
And we're also not bothering
That's
the
true.
dining room table.
That's true. That's
And we could go behind doors and do conference calls.
That's true. Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so we talked about that. Right.
Yeah.
Right,
We
exactly.
won't
Right, and
interfere
we
with
wouldn't be able to everybody else.
I won't be sitting at the kitchen table like, look at that.
Yeah, it's not fair. I know. The kids just being themselves, you know? And
Back
there's
here,
no.
real pride, real
So
pride.
they better with it now, they know just the, if they see
Right.
you right there, they know that.
But Caitlin, thank you for raising that, because I wanna say Asante Sana to the entire house for putting up with us
Yes.
when we work from home.
Is there an
Asante Sana.
answer to Asante Sana?
Oh, like you're welcome? I
Yeah.
don't know, let me look it up. You're right, Asante Sana, there is an answer to it. Yeah, there is an answer.
While you look that up, Uncle, what's your cooperative economics for 2019?
Well, since 2019 hit me so fast,
It did come back.
You TJ,
huh?
what did you do?
I'm still just here in the world trying to see which way the Lord gonna
Oh,
lead
you
me.
guys gonna love this.
That's all I have to say about mine. Oh, wait a minute, let me tell everybody, hi, outside world. This Marvin.
All right.
Well, you guys have all heard this one before. I've heard it before and didn't know what it meant. You're welcome.
Okay.
Karibu.
Karibu.
Karibu. You see it on stores. There's a lot of stores named Karibu, African stores. So Marvin, when you say Asante Sana,
I say Karibu.
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 Wow, see, and I have friends named Karibu, but I never knew that that's what their name meant. It is pretty.
Hey, Grandma.
Hello.
What's your cooperative economics for 2019?
Oh, I want to. One thing is gonna start going back to church.
Yay!
I miss it so much. And another thing, what is another thing?
Maybe there's a way we can bring church to you when you're not feeling
She
so well.
does. I've always started bringing church to me, which I have really enjoyed. And tomorrow's Sunday too.
Yes, ma'am.
I shall bring. I enjoy that. And another thing, I'm not writing a book, huh?
No.
No, you. Well, they did. That was beautiful when Jerry Hunt. One thing none of us got to see was when Marvin got to see it when they were in California. Our cousin Jerry Hunt and some others recorded Mama and MC and Hattie and recorded their memories.
They didn't but sing that, huh? Where's the cake from?
And I've been talking to Jerry, I should ask her for it.
They made a video
Oh,
of
yeah,
that.
they never did sit there.
I'll ask her for it. She and I've been talking.
Jerry has it. I thought
Uh-huh.
the last time I saw it was over Sharon's house. So
Well,
we gotta
too
get
much
that.
time left in Curtis. I've used almost everything I had. But I'm gonna take what I got left and put it to some use.
All right, Grandma.
So today over to the fat lady singing.
Serenity.
She didn't get up yet.
Huh?
Nah, I said she didn't get up.
Say they
It's
over to
it's
the-
Ujamaa, right?
Ujamaa.
Ujamaa. Ujamaa.
Yeah.
Serenity, you got one?
Your mama said they don't.
What about you, Xavier?
Say something.
What you wanna do in 2019?
To work with somebody else.
You want me to give you a clue?
Like save daddy.
Well, one thing I haven't seen that the kids were doing for a while that I haven't seen is their saving banks.
Uh-huh. Yes. Yeah.
They're
that's-
piggy
So they wanna
banks.
say something. Say it, baby. What
But
you
they
wanna
not
do?
saving money no more.
Yeah, they had started out
I
doing
don't
it.
What they do with the money?
everybody take care.
Ah, they don't
Say that
take it.
again.
Y'all buying candy?
I want to hit the wall so everybody has to donate the date. Go downstairs and take care.
You want everybody to go downstairs and do what?
I want to go downstairs and take care.
And they tell.
No, she said she want to go downstairs and stay still because she's always walking around.
Oh. Hey. We need a translator to come through.
Shocking us all week. Like I went.
She just say the most random thing.
I mean, but that's a good one. She's into all those.
She been shocking us all week.
10,000 guesses and we would have never got that.
Being your best person, right?
He's still for
There's that one.
Lyric was good, but I
And
just
be
understand it.
still.
Go ahead.
Sit down, be quiet, sit down.
Yes, go ahead, Lyric.
All right. Javion.
Come on, Ray.
You can talk. I know you can talk.
Sit up. Come on.
Come on, Ray. You know you tough.
Raising money for the community.
All right.
Yay! That is cooperative.
That's a good one.
Now, that's a great one.
Okay.
For
Say
charity.
something, Chauncey.
That's a great one.
I want to get on a help that.
Lyrics.
Support
Put your hand
that.
out your nose.
I have another one. You're not telling.
What you say?
Well, I'll tell you what, if the kids will get their banks back, I'll empty my purse and my change every week.
For y'all think,
And give the kids my change to put in their piggy
Mom,
bank.
don't get my back.
I got a bank down there.
Nah, I said kids. I did not say you.
I know. I was thinking about Pikachu. Oh, but that's not what you were
Well,
saying.
you already hit my poor piggy bank. My
Oh.
poor piggy bank.
Mom, throw me a candy.
Go ahead.
To give
Oh yeah,
to
throw me one of those. My mouth feel like an army man.
Barbara, you ready?
Give what, Lyric?
I'm sorry, we have to adjourn.
if we have too much food, give some food to people who need food.
If we have too much food, give some food to communities who need food.
Huh?
You seen the movie Bird Box?
No.
That's what she said all on her own.
You are mad.
Did you hear what Lyric said?
What?
Lyric, say your cooperative economics again.
No.
If we have too much food, give communities that need food to have food, so they can have food.
She's very photogenic. That's why we gotta work on that reading. You know, you can't be an actress if you can't learn your lines. No. That's what, if she could get that reading down, she would be a star.
One thing we wanna do, I mentioned to Marvin today, did you pass this out to Marvin also? Okay, thank you. Asante Sana.
He knew his cousin well enough to knew I didn't eat it.
What's welcome? Welcome.
Something, Shauna.
What was welcome again?
Just
What's he saying?
Keep Karibo.
Karibu.
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 Xavier, you want to try one last time?
I gotta have something to identify with that
Take
name.
something. What do you want to do next year?
K-A-R.
With other people. What do you want to do with other people?
That really in my mind. I already know
You want to be on the basketball team? What you want to do?
Caribbean.
Baseball team? What do you want to do?
Anything with somebody else.
Cause that's what the boy
You want
doing.
to do karate? What you want to do?
Play with my nephew with like Isaiah.
Oh.
Alright.
Play with my nerve. Play with his nerve. Play with his toys with his brothers. Yeah, we're gonna censor it down to that. Go ahead, little star.
To make sure we have fun with like Isaiah because we don't see them a lot.
Have fun with your brothers when you see them, because you don't see them a lot.
Yes.
That's good.
Now, the other thing I pointed out to Marvin today is that
And they all my toy.
I wanted to see my sister and brothers and give them my toys.
No, she wanted to see her brothers because she wanted to give them some. You don't have more sisters.
What she want? You want to give her?
That sister. She knew what
She's
she
like,
was
I know I got one sister. I ain't slow.
Yeah, what you
bring
want?
that out.
What you say? Want to give her?
Yeah, straighten that out.
But I think you can see her though. She.
All right, Lyric got that
I'm talking about that.
that sister. You want to see your sister and brothers and do what with them?
Play with my toy and give it away for it.
Give some
And give
toys.
the.
Save her toy and give some toys.
She said that she wanted to see her sisters and brothers and give toys to them.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
give her
so
some of the
sweet.
toys.
Oh,
That's sweet.
They probably need some gifts for them toys.
Well, one of the things we talked about doing is that I noticed when I went into the Wells Fargo today, when I went into the bank, that they had a bin for people to donate food.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
And we got those two bags of food in there.
Yeah.
So Marvin's gonna take that and donate.
That's what I was talking about.
And Justin and I have been practicing cooperative economics all year. We practiced
Right.
before that too, but we
You
don't
know
have
one
a
thing that I
joint
really wanted to do though, like this is what I was doing when I was in California. Because with my kids, I was gonna we was gonna like when I get my food stamps and stuff, I was gonna like get like sandwiches and all that stuff and like pack it up and probably and then like take it to the homeless people and let them, you know, pass out to the
Right.
homeless people like
That-
sandwiches and
That's
stuff
a
like
good
that.
idea.
Oh, let your kids pass out the sandwiches.
They learn how to give.
Yeah, but they
Yeah,
can.
I have to teach her how to.
I'm sorry. Also,
No, you good.
and I've never did it before, but listening to Lyric, I think she would like it, and I think these two would jump on board too. But during Thanksgiving time,
Yes.
I once at one point was in a shelter, and I seen how they would come and
Help serve.
give back to us, and that's something that I feel like Lyric would really enjoy too.
Yes.
But that's
Yeah.
something that I always wanted to do. So maybe next year I'll take me and the kids will go up and
And
kind
go
of
to the shelter
and kind of give back and help out with that.
and donate your support.
I got it then.
Go ahead, fire away.
That to put stuff in a box that we don't really need and give it to people that
Yes.
really need it.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
She's gonna be a charitable little one too, ain't she?
She's gonna be a CEO. She's gonna be the chief executive officer of a
So Megan is gonna be her right hand.
I did.
Yeah, you was gonna tell them about the joint account.
Yeah, so Justin and I all year we started up a joint account, and every month we each put
Joint
in,
bank account.
yes, a joint bank account. And every month we each put in $200 for groceries and stuff. That way, the groceries isn't all on Justin.
Right.
And also when I go on my trips, sometimes Justin will also help me out with that, and so with Barbara and stuff. So that's a way that we pooled our money together and cooperated.
Yeah, and Justin's always helpful with the house codes. He will loan money when we need to pay bills. Justin is always out front, always. And we
Yeah.
appreciate it.
To help people that so I can earn money to give it to other people again.
There she go. To help people. So basically, she want to get a job so that she can.
Give money to like charity and give money to people that need it. You know? So that's a good thing.
That's a good heart.
Lyric, you basically just came up with what people call being a productive member of society.
Right.
That means when you do something good, and then what you do contributes to other people's well-being.
But she's a philanthropist in the house.
Yeah.
She could be around there. She could be around the round table giving out ideas and things like that.
You know, I was thinking about, there's a lot of stars and people who are celebrities who hire people to help them give away money.
Oh yeah.
She could be one of those advisors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be interesting when Lyric gets older and she starts like making these businesses and stuff, and then
People
one
are
day
gonna be
she'll just
like,
look
wow.
back. One day she'll just look back at this Kwanzaa episode.
Yes.
And be like, I said I was gonna do that.
She's gonna be a social entrepreneur.
That's social.
As they call it. All right. That's great. All right, Marvin, did you have anything else to say for our cooperative economics so we can
Well,
move on?
I mean, Marvin's really helped out.
I don't have nothing to say about cooperative economics, but I do say that I've enjoyed this today.
Discussion.
Koumba. Which one was it? Ujamaa.
Ujamaa.
Yeah.
Ujamaa.
And I just love Kwanzaa.
Mhm.
You know, I wasn't feeling good, but I came on up here anyway. Now I feel better. Always put your heart where it's supposed to be.
There's another one.
Amen.
All right, one more, and then we gotta close it out.
All right, and then I'll get mine. Go ahead, Lyric.
To make paintings and give it to people.
Yes.
Make
So I
paintings
think-
and give
Great
to
idea.
people.
So I
Now see, she is in the Kwanzaa spirit because I was reading one of the activities they talked about was the kids making paintings and hanging them up around the house.
Justin, what's yours? You said you had one.
Oh yeah, I definitely need to get closer with Curtis because like for example buying a car.
Right.
Like that would be cooperative economics if he came there with me so that I didn't get got again,
Right.
get the wrong thing, then a year later it's falling to pieces, so that would be cooperative
Yes.
economics because,
Absolutely.
if help Caitlyn get her license and then get a car and then like have and then if he was, helping me pick it out, that's cooperative economics. Or maybe even like since you're doing your you and DeAnthony both kind of eventually are gonna need to travel. Like if like when you get into a situation where what your income is, maybe I could like help you, get your car. Like Curtis would be like, oh, I found a car that's not
I thought that was speed already.
no, be like maybe like Curtis would be like, I found a car that's like cheap but it runs well. Right. And then like he find it and then like maybe like I would like invest in you because like I believe in your hair thing. So I would like, temporarily invest, get the car for you. And then like once you get popping, then something like that is cooperative economics. Like the same thing with DeAnthony once he get his license, because to be mobile, his thing is gonna be a mobile business. So he need wheels too. No matter how you look at it, between Caitlyn, you, DeAnthony, somebody need another car in this house. So it's like the cooperative economics would be like if Curtis helped with whoever was getting the car, be like, okay, this is the best one. Then maybe like I could help in with the investment, like the money part, and then like that would free y'all up to then do your thing. So that's like a 3-part cooperative economics.
And I also would like to suggest that just like Aisha,
It's okay. We should not put in my water right now.
it's
almost to the
flooding.
top.
Oh, okay. All right. So one thing I want to suggest to everybody is that for this year, for 2019, just like Aisha said, let's identify some charities that we want to support as a family. That we want to give money to.
I said a lot of charities.
Yeah.
You take those into consideration too.
So we'll adopt some that we will support.
Yeah.
and some businesses.
Grandma does one already.
She does lupus. I mean, well, she does everything.
She also does she makes all of us pick our old clothes that we can't fit anymore. And she'll hound you too. She doesn't, it's not just a volunteer. It's a mandatory volunteer. Yeah, she makes you get all this, anything you're not wearing no more, you're not using no more, and then she put it all in the box and then calls them over, and then they come and pick up the clothes to give them to people in need. So, Grandma, that's your cooperative economics that you've been already doing.
All right.
Mama's all about cooperative economics. Well, I want to say to everybody watching today that Ujamaa is popular because people love it, because it is so central. If your money's not right, if you don't have a way of earning money, then that's a problem. Because money is central to your ability to be able to feed yourself, house yourself, clothe yourself, do other things. But Ujamaa takes us farther than that, right? Because it says that to have true wealth, you got to have ownership. You got to own something. That money doesn't come from just working, that most money comes from ownership.
You got to build for yourself. That's the first thing.
Right.
Yourself. Build something that's going to sustain you.
One of the things we said is that we want to make sure that every time we spend $1, that we're thinking consciously about what we're doing with that dollar. So I will actually pass up gas stations and other places and wait until I get into the neighborhood.
Yeah.
She does.
To support my neighborhood gas station.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
I won't go to the Target in Bowie
Mm-hmm.
because I want to support the Target in Largo because I want people to be employed.
We like that too, Bob.
I go to the Wells Fargo in Largo.
Yeah.
And, and we were talking, Chrissy and I were talking today about the fact that some of the stores we like just aren't in this area. Like, Home Goods and TJ Maxx, but they're talking about bringing the TJ Maxx, she said, closer. So we'll see about that. But there are some things I try to make sure that I spend as much money locally so that people in this area get employed.
Oh, yes.
And that people in this area are making money. And so I give my dollars that I gotta spend to local businesses and our local Giant and our local Weiss, and but we gotta be thinking about how we spend our money. What's that dollar doing? Who is it benefiting? Are we helping to support Black businesses?
I always try to make sure that whenever I go to the movies, that I don't just look for the most convenient or the nicest. If at all possible, I go to the Magic Johnson Theater.
Because it's our neighborhood.
Like, unless it's only playing in Virginia.
Yeah.
Like when the rap movie came out, it was only playing in Virginia, so we went there.
Yeah,
But
we watched
90% of the time, if it's a movie playing, like, I'll wait longer for it to come out at the Magic, or skip the most convenient showing to go to the Magic Johnson Theater. Because like that's our theater basically. Like, if we don't support it, who is?
And I don't know precisely. I haven't had time to just drive slow and get out my car and look. But they're building that whole area. You notice they've torn down a lot of the stores and they're building something new in that area.
A hospital, I think. Yeah, I think it's a hospital.
Oh, okay. That would make sense.
And we do need a closer hospital than having to drive all the way to that place in, where is it, Lanham? Like, no, Doctor Hospital is what it's called, right? It's all the way in, like, almost Greenbelt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not close to us.
Like community hospital Or is that gonna be like one of the kind of?
I think it's the big one to replace. I think it's a big new hospital, but we'll find out more.
Okay.
It'd be nice for us to have something we can get to without having to get on the beltway to go to.
And that'll be nice because that'll also supplement Kaiser. And also it means that there'll be more businesses that will come around.
Right.
Because hospitals generate businesses.
Okay.
They generate a lot of businesses. That's a good thing. So that's good. So that's something for us to look out for. All right, everybody. Well, listen to everybody watching. Ujamaa, having your own wealth because you have your own investments. Thinking about how you save money, how you invest money, all of that, how you spend your money. All of that is purposeful, intentional. It shouldn't be just that I don't know at the end of the week where all my money went. You should know precisely where your money went. You should plan where your money's gonna go each week. You should plan how you're gonna spend it each week. And you should plan how you're gonna save it. But that's the good thing about Kwanzaa. It encourages us to do new things, to think about things in a new way. So that's our Ujamaa. And tomorrow we're looking forward to our big Nia. Purpose. One of the most important ones. Yes, Nia. Tomorrow.
Is that as well?
So we're going to close out our Kwanzaa for our 4th day. We're going to say goodbye. Goodbye.
Stand up.
Oh, no.
Hold your cups.
Kick all it up.
All right, everybody ready? Everybody ready? Everybody ready? Everybody ready?
Okay. When you come back,
Yeah, that's you.
Okay, everybody ready?
Are you ready?
Everybody ready?
Cause D'Anthony, I'm gonna go like this when I don't want to spill it.
The Tamshi La Tutanada, the farewell statement. Strive for discipline, dedication, and achievement in all you do. Dare struggle and sacrifice and gain the strength that comes from this. Build where you are and dare leave a legacy that will last as long as the sun shines and the waters
Flows.
All right, practice daily. Umoja,
Jihakalia, Jima, Ujamaa, Nia, Umba, any money.
And may the wisdom of the ancestors always go forth before us and always walk with us. May the year's end meet us laughing and stronger. May our children honor us by following our example with love and struggle. And at the end of next year, may we sit again together in larger numbers with greater achievements and closer to liberation and a higher level of human life.
Harambe! 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 Harambe!
You know, Harambe means victory.
Kwanzaa, it's an African holiday. Kwanzaa, it's an African holiday. 7 principles for 7 days. It's an African holiday. Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa. It's an African holiday.
Alright.
I'll go to you first, Uncle, because the kids got grandma.
Want me to talk?
Tell the people what you think what they can do for Ujamaa.
Oh, I think everybody right after Christmas should get your family together and have your Kwanzaa. It's the best thing you could ever do. You could learn all the principles, the 7 of them, you know. I would go over them right now, but you'll learn as you go along. Kwanzaa is beautiful. Be blessed.
All right.
That's what they all.
Advisor and Jay. Oh, isn't that sweet, Mama?
Lyric, you want to say what you want to tell people watching what they should know about Kwanzaa and Ujamaa?
Kwanzaa means taking people together.
Well, you should just let me take care of it.
No, Grandma, you're not
Sometimes
gonna
sometimes
yeah.
but you have to wait with the baby.
They put it in that, and I want them to stop it.
Say it in front of the tree. Okay, right here.
Ujamaa is about doing something with other people.
Oh, no, don't let them do that.
All right.
You're old enough to know that. You guys.